Labor Day, September 5th, and these are the Oxford Sandy and Black crosses, and I guess because it's the time of the day, it's about 6:45 at night, the light is starting to fade, so it's kind of giving me that flashing effect. I don't know if that's going to show up on the video or not, but this is kind of a current posting of how they look. These guys are close to 5 months old, but they're fed largely vegetables and fruits, and not a lot of grain. They are on pasture often, and they get fed hay. That's a forage sorghum that they're eating right now, and they do get some amount of grain, but they grow a little more slowly, but it's better quality food. They don't get any garbage or anything like that. They don't get any restaurant swill. It's all fresh fruits and vegetables, and pasture mostly, and they're doing pretty darn well. They're just super healthy and make real nice looking stock. I'm guessing today they probably weigh maybe close to 150, something like that, 120 to 150. There's a little bit of size variation. This is a smaller one. We call him Houdini because he used to be an escape artist when he was a little tiny piglet. And this is my Hereford boar. His name is Buster. You can see him. He's laying down to scratch himself here a little bit. He's a pretty good boy. There's not very many of these Hereford pigs in Colorado, or I don't even know that there's that many in the country for that matter. This is the one of the gilts that I was thinking about breeding, but I don't think we're going to because I have a lot more other gilts coming in, so she's probably going to be available. But you can see she's real long-bodied and well filled out. Here's another gilt, another female here, and kind of through the fence here. I don't know if that's going to come out or not. I guess the light's kind of an issue. Let me go this way. I can see her a little bit better. But they've just been real good. They're healthy, and like I say, they're running around on pasture a lot, and they have quite a space to run around and play in when they're not out on the pasture. This is this basic pen is about, I think it's about 80 by 80, between 70 and 80 feet square. This pen over here with this is a compost pile in it. We're going to turn that into a garden space next year, so they're able to run around and root through that and kind of churn it into the ground. And of course, all the vegetable scraps, anything that they waste, gets tilled into the ground. And then this other space is another 30 feet wide, and this one is another 50 feet almost. So they've got something like maybe 100 by 120 pen that they're in when they're not loose. So it's pretty much the same thing. You know, they always have access to a lot of open space. It really keeps the flies down and just keeps them much healthier. There's no odors coming from here, and they really just seem to do well. You can see they're fit and real content. There's two boars. This is my Duroc boar piglet here, and actually there's three because there's one in this litter. The one standing right in front of the black spot, he is a boar that we are actually going to offer for butcher. Some people have concerns with the meat having an off flavor, but my understanding is that generally if you keep them lean, which they are, that's not an issue all the way up until 220, 30, 40 pounds. So he'll probably be going about that date. And I guess genetically a lot of them don't have any boar taint to the meat anyway, and then if you keep them lean, it almost never is a problem. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This is a Duroc boar behind him that we bought for breeding. His name is Elliot, and he's kind of buried in here. Elliot! Elliot! There he goes. Hey, bud. Hey, Elliot. I don't know, probably can't see. Hey, Elliot. Hey, bud. He's a friendly little guy. Really nicely built little animal, and real easy to work around, and it's just looking forward to raising a bunch of his piglets along with the Hereford boar. But you can see they're pretty content mowing on the pasture and having a pretty good time out here. You can hear them eaten, but they love that forage sorghum. Oops. Sorry about that. I was just going to try to get a better shot of him. And I do have several other Duroc pigs for sale as well for butcher. They're not quite as big as he is yet, and they're going to be ready probably 1st of January roughly is when they're going. But any of these are available if somebody wants to take and finish them and take them to their own butcher. Oops. Dogs have them on the run. Okay.